Hello, guess I'm back and to record another thing. And I'm testing out a different ratio for a video. And then instead of a black screen, I'm just using a picture that I took. I guess. And I'm not recording in 60 FPS anymore because it's not important. Still nighttime again. I guess I want to talk about purpose for today. Especially because I've been like crossroads in a time wherein I have to dedicate myself to choosing a path. And it can take me to very different places, very different states. So I want to talk about my favorite philosopher, Diogenes, and uh, and how some of his work, not really work, but like the stories about him influence how we ourselves can find our meaning and purpose in life. And so, to give a bit of a background, Diogenes was this like a Greek philosopher, the father of cynicism. However, I mean, in my opinion, the way that he he is the father of cynicism, but he's not a cynic in himself, because the cynics fall into they have a very as like counterculture perspective and everything. Like you understand like how the thoughts of how they lived came from, but had his own like actual way of thinking about the world. But it was very fundamentalist in such a sense that he reject he rejected a lot of the chains that binds people, such as status or honor, public decency. But then he just or like what counts as normal. He was also like the OG minimalist. But then what I want to talk about the supposed story of his encounter with Alexander, Alexander the Great. And so the story goes, I'll tell it my own way. You can just search it up, fact check me if you want. But the story goes is that Alexander was on a trip and he happened to arrive in the city that Diogenes was in. And he knew that. And so he asked his people, his men, to go look for Diogenes because he's like, yeah, I heard about that guy. heard about how weird this guy is. I just want to see him for myself. Diogenes. That's what Alexander said. Like, I want to see Diogenes. I want to like talk to him. And so, they do find Diogenes, like sitting in this like park or something. And then they began talking. Like Alexander person, everything. And then cuts to the point wherein Alexander says to Diogenes, he's like, yo, dude, you're so good. You know, that like if I ever, if I was not, if I was never Alexander the Great, I would choose to be you. And then Diogenes goes like, dude, if I was never Diogenes, I would choose to be Diogenes. And so Alexander like took it in like a great stride. He loved the response. And he goes like, Diogenes, if there's anything I can do for you, anything I can give to you, just ask of it and I'll give it to you. And Diogenes just goes, what I want from you is to step to the right, man, and so that I may bask in the sun. This was a topic in another video, honestly, about the immaterial versus the material, wherein I can like reference that video, wherein Alexander represents like the materialism of society, wherein he's almost like king of the world at that point, and he had like everything. But then Diogenes just rejects it for the sun. But then, to me, I take it as you know that's what's happening. Like materialism versus something that's more spiritual or something like that. But then I got the question of like the sun to Diogenes that overlaps all of materialism. Like, I will reject all that to you. Then I think to myself, what is my sun? What is the thing that would supersede all that material reality can provide for me? Because I think provide an axia axiom or like a dogma here that we're in. I'm assuming that every human is desiring happiness in their life, and that like the end goal is just to pursue happiness in whatever form, whatever way, and that everything we do is just for that purpose. May it be self-sacrifice, may it be something selfish. Everything's just like, yeah, I think that's what's gonna make me feel good or make me feel happier if I did do this. You know, everything. And so, and but then in line with that, with pursuing happiness, and so Alexander presents like, oh, all these material things is the happiness. It's one of these things. I will fulfill your happiness through these material things. And Diogenes says, nah, I'm good. The sun is what basking in the sun is what's providing me with happiness. And because we know, and and you know, and the beauty of it is because we know that really we know, but we can observe that the happiness that we get from material things, not really just material, just a thing. There's like a marginal utility to it. Wherein, say food, at some point, food is so good when you're hungry, but when you're satiated, then you eat some more, and then you're full, and then you eat some more. Can make you throw up. But then Diogenes shows us that for him, the sun is just what's important. What is something that you can enjoy for the rest of your life? That's not gonna kill you. That's not drugs, not alcohol. That's not gambling. That's not money. That's not status. Can't even be family. Family is temporal. Unless you just keep making more family. Then baby. I mean, it can be family, honestly. Up to you. But it has to be something that's it's like running, you know. I mean, you can run to the point of exhaustion and you die. But then, like running every day is just a healthy thing. And so, I guess I just thought of it now, like a healthy purpose. What's my healthy purpose? I actually do have one. I mean, I've thought about this for a long time, as I've already thought about my answer. But like, it is one, but it's just nice. I also want to be helpful to people, but I also don't know how. But then, that's something that you can think about. What's the thing that's so good? Oh, well, my answer when I was younger was to just lay on my future wife lap. That would have been my answer. Still kinda is. But then when I think about how much helping other people provides me with so much joy, I can't help about think about what I pursue or which direction I should put my life to. Because I can see the sun. I just don't know how to get there. It's just my idea. Here's another night, and good night to you. Good night to all.